Check.
I'm waiting for it to get here.
Okay.
Productions? No. Are you serious? I got it on the wrong one. Alrighty.
Alright.
This is hilarious.
1 minute until showtime.
Coffee.
Oh. So it's on the wrong one. Alright. So hold on. So now I've got to find where I'm actually live. Videos live. Here we go. There I am. All right, this is where we are. Right here. So I don't need to keep the live page open, which is weird.
I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Okay, so what
You go down, go to videos. We should be live.
There we go.
Yep. All right, just bear with us, people.
Alright, is volumes down on this thing? Yes.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
For the next 2 fun-filled hours, get ready to learn something new, be inspired, enlightened, spooked, helped, laugh, cry, and be awakened. And now, your host of Awakening the Unknown. You never know what these two will be up to next. So please welcome Susan Swanbeck and Michelle Sullivan.
Well, hello there, everybody. How you doing? I can't say good evening.
No, for the first time we can't say good evening. Good day, everyone.
Yeah, you know, everybody's used to hearing us on the Riff Network.
It's true.
Yeah, so
This is a new thing.
we decided to just kind of expand and grow. Just want to let everybody out there know that we still do love our Riff family, but we just thought it was time to, after so many years of building things for other people,
Yes.
that I thought maybe it was time just to build something for ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is, but we do love the Riff family, and we wish them all luck, and we are always going to be here for them if they need us. So,
Absolutely.
absolutely love it. So, I just figured we'd go on, and, it's 12 o'clock.
It's 12 o'clock. And it's funny is we're 12 o'clock and totally discombobulated.
Yeah, we're not used to this. So all of you out there that, are used to hearing us on other places or other platforms, look for us right now under It's Awakening the Unknown, and it's the A2 Network.
That's
is
right.
what we are under right now. So,
Wait, let's say that again. ATU Network.
ATU Network Radio.
That's right.
Yeah, we just decided we wanted more time to do things for ourselves. So, I mean, my day is like, I'm still not awake.
I'm not awake either. We've had so much going on between our new network, between scheduling of new shows, new show plans, the new ATU production team,
Oh my God.
the studio classes, I mean, you name it. Our whole entire new team has been popping right along with us. From our junior investigator on, who luckily woke us up today, our junior investigator. Thank you, Joe. Shout out to Joe.
Shout out to
Waking
Joe.
up, awakening the unknown. We needed to be awakened this morning.
Yeah, we did. Sorry, we so did.
And we got more work later on at the studio, which is going to be great.
Oh, yes, we go into studio tonight with our production team.
Yes.
Michelle and I decided to combine our forces.
That's right. So we are now in the process
Yeah.
of creating our own brand. Watch out, Kardashians, because the ATU Girls brand's on its way.
We seem to be having a bit of a meltdown here today, but you'll be able to hear us on Blog Talk. I'm going to share the link out right now to the live show.
Yes.
But figured I'd let you know, I promised you guys that you'd be able to hear us on other platforms.
And you're able to hear it
Before the end of the week. Now it's Tuesday.
Yes. Tuesday. So you never know, is it going to be Wednesday we're coming on? Or are we going to even do a
Well, I'd like to announce that ATU Network is now on radiopublic.com.
Yes.
We are also on, what is the name of this one? Paca Saint?
PCA station.
PCA station, thank you very much. I wasn't awake.
We're on Breaker.
Breaker Audio and
Spotify.
Spotify.
And of course Google and iTunes and Twitter and YouTube.
Well, iTunes will be available on soon.
Oh yeah.
I haven't hit the iTunes yet, but I did manage to hit everybody else, so I wanted to let everybody know.
And that new Twitch, right? The new Twitch? Is it
Twitch is a streaming. Right now we're streaming on Twitch.
Uh-huh.
So we're actually multi-streaming video, which you can't see us today, but you'll be able to see us at night. It's coffee clutch hour in our PJs.
Yeah, trust me, you don't want to look at us right now.
PJs coffee, so we're on 2 different YouTube channels. We're on Twitch, we're on Periscope, and of course we'll be on Facebook. So you want to look for us on Awakening the Unknown. You'll see the little logo there.
Yes.
Also, we are on our production page, which is Awakening Spirit Productions.
And shortly you'll be able to check out and get to know our new production team people. And some of the voices will be familiar to you all out there. And you'll be like, how do they recruit? Well, yeah, guess what? We recruit people that are our guests and our fans and followers. Because if we realize that you have an outlet and that can help other people and you want to help other people, we'll find a way to help you.
Yeah, so don't be afraid. But we're going to actually get started. What I wanted to talk about today was spiritual awakening.
OMG, do I need help?
So don't forget that you guys are going to be able to find us in the chat room on Blog Talk Radio.
Yes.
Michelle is actually up and running that. She'll also be checking over. She's multitasking today.
I am.
So Michelle will be learning the board. So this way, if she ever has something she wants to do, she can just come in while I'm passed out in my bed and just run a show.
I'll be like,
and I'll just run coffee.
She took her 53rd breath in the last 2 seconds.
Yeah, you know, we have a few ideas of things that we want to try and we want to do. So
things that we've kind of been hoping to get to for a while.
Yeah, for a while. So we like teaching. And of course, that's a whole day just to teaching everybody, which is what we're talking about today, which is spiritual awakening. And then we have our guests, which we love, which we'll always have on Thursday nights.
Oh, yeah.
9 to 11 live Thursday nights. You cannot miss us. But you want to stay tuned because you never know.
It's true.
Because you never know. We could pop in here some night that's not a regular night, be really goofy, and run a comedy hour.
Oh, my goodness. Then everybody has to have clean quackage. There's going to be a big warning across your screen that says, must to watch has to be clean underwear. Because you're going to laugh yourself so hard during those parodies that you're going to just pee your pants, poop your pants.
Now remember, we're in public right now, so
they're going to snort laughing.
We will have some shows in different ratings and everything else. So,
and wait, not to mention we're going to have shows in different languages coming on.
Yeah, I actually talked to Michelle, and I thought it would be a really good idea for her to do some shows in Portuguese, maybe even some of the shows that we're doing right now.
Yeah.
She can repeat them in a Portuguese language, and I'm going to be the one typing, so good luck for everybody. Hey, Steph!
Hello, everyone! We got Steph in the room, we got Ashley in the room, we got Jewel in the room.
All right.
Woo, we got some girls coming on.
Come on, girls. We're going to be talking about spiritual awakening. We have a new number. We have a new logo. So we'll be taking calls soon. Not yet. First, we got to get into this because we have our coffee. We're reading.
Yes, and I really need to know about this awakening because I have been going through some signs of it.
There's a method to my madness.
There always is.
Yes.
It's called Evil Brilliant Mind.
Thursday night, we have Marcy Kochik coming on.
Yes, our toner who's doing something totally new.
Now, I have been personally working with Marcy for about a year. she started off with somebody whose energy I just felt I had to get to know, and I didn't know why. So I have been literally working with her for a year, and I'm telling you, she is amazing.
Amazing.
So she's going to do Total Terra, and it is healing. My back is really starting to come around from all of the energy and everything else. And Michelle sometimes Michelle from working with her sometimes she works with her on and off, and that has to do with her diabetes, but that'll affect that too.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's going to be on Thursday night. You do not want to miss that. But right now, right now.
Well, we're now.
Right now, we need to get into spiritual awakening.
Oh my goodness.
What are we
yeah.
talking about there?
Yes, please tell me, explain this to me, Sue, because I tell you, oh, I'm going through this today, I'm going through that today, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. You're like, oh, you're ascending. Oh, you're ascending. Okay.
And the only reason I know that is from Marcy. So you want to tune in Thursday night
yes.
live. We will be live. You'll be able to see our faces, not just the logo.
Yep.
But it's morning, so I figured, hey, pretty logo, little restream.
I mean, we did get our beauty sleep, everyone. We're just letting it fester a little bit longer. The beauty sleep part of it. We're just keeping that going,
Yeah.
We don't want to scare any of our, our fans first thing in the morning,
No,
us just first thing in the morning.
Pulling up the note pages right now, so.
I am so excited though about this though, and we got a new phone number, we have a new network, we have a new team. Oh, we are on cable, the public cable TV
Channel 95, yeah.
Channel 95. And that's every Friday at 7:30, and then we will have our new shows coming on there. Which we when we find out our schedule time on that, you can watch us on that. You can watch us on Comcast. We are on Xfinity now. You can watch us on YouTube. We are everywhere. Which is funny because the computer now doesn't want to be ascending, huh?
No, the computer doesn't want to be ascending because my notes are actually on the computer because I haven't had time to go get ink.
The computer that is not ascending at the moment.
So I am trying to pull up my notes, so just keep bearing with us right now. So how do you guys feel about an afternoon show? How are they saying in the chat room?
I'm gonna
So
find
the
out
first
right
thing we're
now.
actually going to go through once I can pull up my notes is 5 different forms of spiritual ascension, which is awakening.
Right.
Okay, my notes are actually coming up.
Oh, yay!
It took a bit, but they are finally going to start, which is funny.
Well, and I'm hoping like the stay-at-home moms and all the other types of like single
Yeah, but
dads.
we have fans in the UK, we have
Yeah,
fans all over,
everywhere,
so we thought
everywhere.
maybe going on at different times throughout
Mhm.
the week, leaving our Thursday nights the way they are,
Never change.
but just going on at different times, maybe we could accommodate our fans.
I think that's a brilliant idea, honestly, because
We could have a worse job.
I spend most of my nights, you do know that, talking to Taliban people who are watching our shows in caves with mechanized weapons and stuff.
You're funny.
Oh no, so true. I wish I was making that up, but no, so true. And it's funny is because now
I'm still waiting for my notes to come up, so Michelle's going to blabber.
Oh, it's so funny.
Okay,
though.
so there we go. Let's do a test. Michelle is
Yes.
actually going to announce right now
Yes.
that our show will be available in Portuguese on a certain day. So Michelle right now is going to announce that in Portuguese for everybody that speaks Portuguese.
Okay, now the thing is, what day are we choosing for that?
We don't know yet,
Yes.
so just tell them to stay tuned and we'll announce it.
Oh, eu tô tão contente. A gente vai ter show pelo menos uma vez por semana, tudo em português. A gente ainda não sei se a gente vai repetir um show que a gente já tá feito já em inglês, ou se a gente vai fazer uma coisa nova em português. Mas isso vai estar envolvido agora na nossa história da A2 Network. So preste atenção que a gente ainda não sabe o dia que vai começar, mas vai começar muito perto. So a gente, preste atenção, que ainda vem em português, talvez mais abaixo vem em espanhol, ninguém sabe. A gente ainda vai sempre para frente, sempre para frente.
Did I say all that? I thought I said a little bit less.
You did say I kind of elaborated it in Portuguese even more.
So believe it or not, my notes is still coming up, but we're going to talk about the 5 different forms of ascension. So as my notes continue to pull up here, and again, this is our first show on our own network. So of course, The East Coast Pop Wedgies.
That's right. It's the first time, but that's why we have our logo up, so everybody gets hopefully used to seeing our logo. That's why that's on there right now. So that's also Method of Madness, because it's not that we don't want to show our scurvy faces right now, but
It's
we'd
still
like
preparing.
everybody to get to know what our new logo looks like for ATU Network.
Right.
So we got so much.
So we have a lot of
coming up.
platforms that you can actually listen to us in the car. So
And September
we're
15th.
just going to keep going here and try to figure out what is going on with my computer today. See, this is the
Are
time.
you barefoot? Are you barefoot? Yes. Okay, checklist. Barefoot. Checklist. Let's see. Do you have clean quackers on?
Yeah, I shower.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, because the show's so used to having clean underwear around it. No dirty poopy quackers.
All right, we're gonna try to find that link that I found.
Which is brilliant.
Yeah.
And so I guess Thursday is going to be a continuation of what's going on today, but the readings are going to come from our toner in a totally different form by cards. I'm so excited. I mean, that is such a totally different way to do toning and to combine it with the reading of the cards. I mean, that just sounds
Well,
like
it's
so epic.
just Marcy is extremely talented. She's what is known as a medical healer.
Yes.
And we're going to get to her on Thursday night. Again, I'm still trying to pull up my notes. Don't you love that when that happens? That's why. Words trying to come up in 3 different ones. So just
Oh, wow.
bear
Just
with
gonna
us
bear.
here.
It's coming.
Oh.
But I mean, I just seeing your pretty face first thing in the morning here. We're very bright and
Yeah,
early.
so
bushy
soon.
tail today.
Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Whoa. Oh yeah, the pop wedgies are going. What's
Yeah,
up? We were
'cause-
used to the other stuff. What's happening now? Something is occurring.
Yeah, well, we're having, okay, so I've got to close a couple of these and try to get on.
Yes.
All right, so we're just going to keep going, and we're going to talk, find out what's going on in the chat room. You might want to check the Blog Talk chat as we work out the pop wedgies over here. So we're going to have to get out of everything that is going on because there's so much going on top of my computer right now.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, I haven't had my coffee yet, guys.
You get a chance to eat it up?
No, the computer didn't. The computer didn't have it. We forgot to hook up the computer to the iPad.
Ah, here we go. We are up and we have it.
Yes.
So we're going to tell everybody the call-in number. We'll take in calls a little bit here and there. So we're going to pull this one up first. And our actual our new call-in number.
I can't get to it at the moment because there's a weird screen here that will not leave.
Okay, what is that one?
I don't know. And
Ah.
out of it. But it's a lot of people. What do I do? Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, our sound is working. No, you don't want to learn more.
I don't want to learn more, but I have to do something. Oh, all right, X. There's an X.
Yes, there's an X. There you go.
All right.
Hi, Cody. How you doing?
Hi,
So
Cody.
we're talking right now, or we're going to start talking about the 5 different forms of spiritual ascension, which is actually a form of awakening. Now, which have you experienced? You need to know whether or not you are ascending first.
Right. Ascending is now, as in going higher.
Well,
Yourself.
Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that. A spiritual awakening, a lot of different people are actually awake right now. What it is, it's for the first time in history, we have access to a mammoth and unpredictable amounts of information is what it is. As you grow more spiritually and you're moving up and up and up and up, what happens is you are actually awakening to different types of what's going on. We're going to get into exactly what is spiritual ascension. So, spiritual ascension or spiritual awakening is one of the major topics out of which can become confusing very quickly. Everyone seems to have a different understanding of what spiritual ascension means. Now, the phenomenon of information out there does not help because there is so much information on this particular topic that it makes it difficult for people to understand actually what's going on.
I think that's what
It can be
confuses-
quite disoriented, short amount of time trying to figure it out, so we came up with a couple of, some lists, because there's different types of awakenings.
Yeah, and that's what people are not realizing. And it's not just a limited, small portion of the population. We're talking globally. People are ascending. Globally, people are experiencing things opening within themselves. Shoot, some people are attributing it to mental illnesses at this point, even because they don't know what it is and what to call it. But it's because we are in the middle of a spiritual ascension at the moment.
Okay.
The universe.
So, what is a spiritual ascension? All right.
That is the key word to that.
Now, a spiritual ascension is also known as a spiritual awakening. It is a natural evolutionary process in which involves the process of shedding your old self and experiencing what is known as like an inner rebirth. Now, those out there that are Catholic or Christian and went through a rebirth will understand this.
Right.
And it's the same thing as far as it's really quite similar. So what it is, many people speak about a spiritual ascension in the terms of being upgraded, rebooted, or becoming evolent in the vibrational frequencies, which means that you are more aware of your vibrational frequencies, and others are around you are actually going to be more aware of those as well.
Yes, they are.
Yes. So, and it's referring to the inner evolution of expansion of your mind, heart, and soul. As the name implies, spiritual ascension is about reaching new heights and transcending old limits, habits, beliefs, mindsets, and ways of being.
I call that a remix. That's what I call it for myself.
Yes, it really is. It's kind of a remix.
And then it's like you're constantly remixing yourself.
Yes,
That's why I call it a remix. It just makes it more fun for me. But remix. But it's true.
You guys can't see us, but we.
I'm punished.
You're punished.
I'm already punished. Facebook already punished me. I'm already in trouble.
Michelle's punished from sharing, but we can share this show after, so those that didn't get a chance to hear it live and participate will know. Now, there are 5 types of spiritual ascension. Now, we haven't even got to the symptoms yet.
No.
These are just the 5 different types of ascension.
And that's
Okay.
what you don't want to pay attention is because you want to see where are you in your steps of awakening right now.
Right,
That's
so
very
these are just the
relevant.
5 different types. There are actually 5 different types of ascensions. Now, we haven't even gotten to the symptoms yet, which is what you want to know about. So, we got a couple of different chat rooms actually open right now. You can find us on Blog Talk and on Facebook, and poor Michelle is going back and forth and sharing because that's what she does
Because
as I thought.
I want everybody to know all about us.
Now-
I want everybody to have an opportunity that if they need our help, we're available.
Okay,
So
so
share. Awakening the Unknown, A2 Network. Share it.
okay, so spiritual ascension or spiritual awakening is actually mentioned in a lot of spiritual circles. Everyone has a significantly different definition, but every interpretation can more or less fit into the following categories.
Oh, okay, awesome. So
Okay.
what is the first category?
Okay, the first category is awakening of the mind.
Ooh. Now, what does that entail? Is that like when the switch kind of flips in your head and you go, something's interesting going on here?
Now, I want everybody out there to listen to it, and if Steph is actually listening, just so everybody knows, Steph is our lead psychic investigator in training. Believe it or not, I'm stepping down from the psychic stuff so I can actually have more fun.
Cody, thank you so much, guys. And thank you so much, Cody. We were curious to find out how we sounded out there.
Oh, thank you, Cody.
Mind. Everything's great with us. We're so busy with work that we're probably eventually going to give up sleep altogether.
Oh, you kidding me? I can't wait to go with Cody possibly to him and his girlfriend. I want to go out with Anna One Rock.
Yes.
Because I have a strong Native American connection. I'd like to see how Steph does with that.
Yes.
And I want to see how Cody Ray Divines.
Debians, as
Debian, sorry, I never pronounced your last name right, but we love you. So, so all right.
Mother was good at La France. Vive la France.
Well, my mother's maiden name is La Violette, so I understand the French thing. So, all right. Now, as far as awakening of the mind, this type of awakening comes when you experience major empathy.
Epiphanies.
And a sudden mental realization. This deep understanding does not necessarily translate to immigrate experiences. Sorry, I really got to print this larger. I haven't had enough coffee.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. Like, it's like a big aha moment.
Right.
Oh, like you say, it's a mental realization.
All right.
You know,
we're actually going to enlarge.
You know, when that happened to me, it hurt my brain. I felt it in my head. It was really painful.
She is too funny. So we are going to try to enlarge this right now, and it's not letting me because it's on read only, but that's okay. But the next one will actually enlarge, and I won't be stuttering so much. So that's awesome.
You are fine. You are fine.
So, but it does feel like an astonishing flash of enlightened, or a perceptive that can help you mentally understand your life, and that's what it is.
It's like an aha
it's
moment.
new understanding. Like sometimes in life, you actually have to hit a new direction, and it doesn't have to do with the people that you're around. It has more to do with the fact that you are actually ascending into a different direction.
Exactly, and that does come with losing friends. That's something going to be down the road, because there is other symptoms that come along with the way, if you're ascending, say you're even in a marriage or a partnership, you're ascending in one direction and your partner's not.
But it could do the same thing with worker groups.
Of course it can.
Now, how do you know if you've experienced this one? Have you ever experienced a sudden click where a piece of information, word, synchronicity falls into a larger puzzle? This is called a mental awakening, and often such realizations stay with us, motivating or inspiring profound changes in our life, like what we just went through.
Right, absolutely.
Right. I mean, Cody went through something similar when, I mean, he literally can invent these amazing devices all put together. And
how do you even think about it? I can't wait
to share this with you guys.
There's so much that ET Network wants to bring to everyone out there.
But gosh, that's the thing. We now have the time to share all the information that we need with others.
Absolutely.
You know, so, and that's what it is. So the next one, Michelle.
Awakening of a new personality. Oh my goodness. Oh, a new personality. But I think I need one of those.
Now, number two, this is a different type of awakening.
So it's not the mental, the awakening of the mind part of awakening. This one now is your personality is evolving, right?
Well, when mental awakenings are constant and they go deep enough, over a period of time can result in a development of a new personality. Like, in other words, all of a sudden a part of you is actually changing. It doesn't have to do, again, none of this has to do with anybody that you're around. It just has to do with the direction that you're meant to go into.
And it's a very personal thing.
Now, this type of transformation and ascension involves cutting away and moving past old, implementing toxic patterns that develop qualities such as self-acceptance, empowerment, understanding. Well, this type of awakening isn't as deep as they say, a soul awakening. It is nonetheless still vital.
So vital
on your spiritual path. Like I said, I really need to enlarge this on the computer. So, all right, so I'm going to have Michelle read this one and see if she hits with it.
Yeah, so now, thank goodness it says, how to know if you have experienced one. I definitely want to know if I have experienced a new personality awakening. Because, I don't know, I think my old one's getting a little stale, I don't know. But so, what did you think back to the kind of person you were 1 to 3 years ago, okay? Are you still pretty much the same person? Think back. Or have you made some major life-enhancing positive shifts and not even realize that these have been positive shifts that have been coming for a little while? Now, do you think even yourself, have you changed in a good way? if you feel good about the way you've changed, and think back, I mean, like, 3 years ago, I was probably way more toxic. I was more toxic to myself than what I am now.
When I first met you, you were slightly more toxic.
Yeah.
But when I came in, basically, believe it or not, Michelle and I haven't been hanging around as long as everybody seems. But when I went in to videotape her wedding, and when I went and looked at her, I was like, wow, she has these beautiful yellow lights in her that I was never able to see before. And that's when I became immediately attached and knew that we would be BFFs ever. We've all grown. Now, when you're growing and your personality changes of who you are, it's really not anybody else's fault. It's just a part of your direction. Things that you do are like us opening the network. It's just a part of our ascension of who we are and what it is that we're doing. Like I said, I'll keep repeating it.
That's
we
right.
do love our Riff family, and we have no hard feelings. That always be there to help them out. So I have no issues about it. But right now, we are ATU because it's a direction that we need to go into.
Right.
So this kind of fits what's going to happen on Thursday, but it also fits the reason why we did what we did.
Exactly.
And I needed everybody out there to understand because that's my personality.
Well, and this type of awakening is caused when somebody feels previously repressed, when they feel ignored, when they feel shunned. They have people who have shunned parts of their personality that have been so integrated in them. They are a whole as a person. You can't break people into pieces.
No, you can't.
You can't. So this I feel like this is something that I've gone through myself.
Yes,
definitely.
exactly. I know
Definitely.
that. I know that for a fact, which is another reason why I've chosen this.
I love
See, and
it.
that's what I mean by I speak Michelanese. Which
She does.
which an old friend of mine I haven't talked to in a while would say that she reads Susanese.
Yeah.
That's what she
So
used to call it,
true.
yeah.
So true.
So number 3, as far as awakening of spiritual energy. OMG, people.
Now, this doesn't mean all of a sudden you run up and join the church. This means a spiritual energy.
Yes.
It doesn't mean all of a sudden you're like, Allah!
No. That's not it. But let me tell you something about spiritual energy. Okay, how many people out there have actually short-circuited coffee pots? All of a sudden, your coffee pots die nonstop because they use
Oh
them.
my goodness. Mine did this morning.
Literally, it's like you go to touch something and all of a sudden a light bulb blows, and all these things are actually happening to you, believe it or not.
It's so true.
It's energy, and
Yeah.
the energy of your awakening is something that's going to affect every part of your life.
Yeah,
So,
'cause the energy,
right.
it just changes forms. So your body in itself has its own energy field.
Right.
So, and it's a life force energy. So that's why they say, obviously, when we pass,
Yeah.
our energy obviously transforms to one thing or another because energy is constant. So the spiritual energy, it gets infused, and it's, it's commonly referred to like as a I think they call it in Hindu as a kundalini energy is awakened. It's like a life force energy, like comes from within, like your soul. You're awakened, and then all of a sudden you feel like major changes can occur on the physical level, on the spiritual level, like all kinds of things. You do start doing things like ancient practices like yoga. I started yoga doing that. Meditation, I need to be trained because obviously I never shut up. Neither does my mind.
That's a whole other class.
Oh,
girl.
yes. And Tantra is another way, too, to help harness that. We won't go there because, Tantra leads to other things. But help to awaken this energy. It's a life force. And this number 3, it can happen spontaneously.
Yes, it can.
It can. It's a sudden activation, and when it does happen, it's called a Kundalini awakening.
Right.
Which enters into the realms of your soul. And it's a total awakening, which you're going to find out in the next, it ties in with the next couple of steps anyways.
Well, these aren't steps. These are different types of
Different
awakening.
different types.
But we're going to get into some of the symptoms
Yes.
also, so you guys
Yes.
know that as well.
And physical symptoms, guys. And I mean real physical
Real physical symptoms. I've actually called Marcy and say, okay, blah, 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 what the heck? She says, okay, I'll help you. And this is why I want everybody to be prepared because, some people don't understand the energy aspect of it. But how do you know if you have experienced this one? Let's see if it fits what's going on.
Yeah.
Mm.
Would you like me to?
An awakening of spiritual energy can feel mild.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the way to extreme.
Oh, yeah.
And when I say extreme, I mean intense, overwhelming, and often too much to bear.
Which I think we're going to bring up Stephanie for a second. She's feeling more comfortable, but she was at this part
Right,
where she was not comfortable with her own spiritual energy.
right.
So, Stephanie, if you're listening, this is something that you're processing right now.
Oh, I knew that from the moment I met her.
Oh, but she doesn't know that we know these things.
Common signs of awakening of spiritual energy involve feelings of enhanced
Ooh, vitality.
and energy.
On a physical level, by the way.
That's right, physical level. Energy rushes, tingling, and electric feelings throughout your body. Changes in your sexual libido.
Yeah.
Literally will just change how you look towards that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sharpening of awareness and feeling of...
Oh, cosmic interconnectedness. Now, that's epic.
There's negative symptoms first.
Right. But
Okay.
that's what we want to remember. Cosmic interconnectedness. That is a very key term right there.
Yes, it really is. So, the negative systems that also can arise for...
Or, oh, wow. It's for the uninitiated. Like, people
Yeah.
have no idea. This just comes out of the
Okay, now this is where it's really important for everybody out there to listen. Because I know Michelle has been going through a awakening of spiritual energy.
Oh, yeah.
And I know this because such as mood swings, mania.
Mania.
Thank you, mania. I need a coffee. Physical
Hypersensitivity. Yeah.
insomnia,
Oh, yeah.
seizures,
Yep.
loss of appetite.
Or overeating. I
Overeating.
ate a whole pot of clam boil on myself last night almost.
Extreme and scary alternative states of consciousness, just to name a few. So I know for a fact that Michelle has been going through,
Oh, yes.
spirit has been going through the awakening of her spiritual energy.
And now I'm getting comfortable with the changes.
Right.
But imagine the new person who has never felt this, and all of a sudden you're like, what the heck's going on with me? I've known people that have made doctor's appointments because they're feeling these things, don't know where it's coming from. Their doctor tells them everything's fine, blood work's good, everything's good.
That's okay, that's okay.
But they're feeling
See,
this.
when I first started this many years ago before I met Nasi, I literally started to awaken, and this happened like after an accident, so I literally thought I was nuts with everything that was going on. I'm
Yeah, you feel nuts.
I went to go see a psychologist to get a diagnosis, figuring, I don't know, maybe I'm bipolar or crazy or something,
Right.
right? They diagnosed me with clairvoyancy.
Which, how many people do you know goes to a psychologist and says, I am diagnosing you as a clairvoyant, here's your
And
certificate.
an empath.
And gives you a certificate certifying that you are.
Literally, I have
Because
it
you
writing.
freaked
I'll
your-
have to post it to you guys.
You
sometime.
freaked your psychologist out.
Yeah, I did. I really did. But, you know, and these are the things you think you're crazy, so you're seeking it out. It's like, why is this changing? What's wrong with my mood? I don't understand this. People used to like me. I'm fun-loving. And now I seem like this crazy lunatic of things that are actually going on. Why am I so weirded out by all this?
Why?
You know?
Why do you feel like, yes, it just hits you like totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
And we haven't even touched on number 4, which is awakening of the soul.
Yes. And again, these are all different.
They are all different. These are the things that I wanted you to understand before we do the show with Marcy.
Yes, very important.
Now, a soul awakening can be brief and sudden, or a long and drawn out. Brief soul awakenings are often referred to in Zen Buddhism as
Sorry? Right.
there.
Oh my goodness, oh, Satori.
Right.
Which is what they use as their term of like how like their elders will look into your true eternal nature. They try to look into your soul and see, you know, what's really in there. And they have it that the Zen Buddhism they believe very much in that,
Right,
you know,
because
the
you
old
are
Satori.
eternal nature.
Right.
A glimpse of enlightenment is often short and does not last very long, 1 moment or a few days. On the other hand, long-term soul awakenings are experienced as a deepening of contact with one's soul. This could involve a constantly undenying one's soul purpose. So in other words, when you have a soul awakening, you can experience your soul's purpose.
That's right.
And this, again, will have to do with your spirit guides or your higher self. And therefore, the understanding of being, experience oneself, and the eternal and limitless. I mean, it
opens up a door, really.
Yeah, because your soul's journey, your soul's purpose, which we've discussed on past shows, your soul's purpose and your soul's journey might not be the direction that you are heading into.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
And
So
the universe does keep trying to put you on the right path, believe it or not, everyone. If we pay attention in our present and aware.
When I wrangled, and this is the truth, I wrangled with this decision about us opening our own network to the point where I was in tears and I was crying. And I was very upset over this because
I had to keep being the
because you know why?
disciplinarian.
Because I hate, and that's part of my personality, I hate disappointing people.
Oh, I know.
And that's what it felt like to me, as I was disappointing someone. So basically, after I got through all this, I was on the phone with Marcy, and of course, my husband, who's passed, God rest his soul, literally started playing trampolines, jumping up and down, and saying, "Hey, it's about time you frickin' listen."
Yep.
Literally.
And I know I had to put the pressure on you to do that. I know I had to because of
But a part of this was because of me, and a part of this was because of the type of awakening that Michelle is going through.
Yeah, yes.
So, and again, it has nothing to do with the people that you're around. It's not their fault. It's just that when you are growing into a serpent?
A serpent.
I know, I keep hitting serpents, and that happens. But when you're growing into a certain direction, it's not anybody else's fault. It's just the direction that your soul's journey is meant to be.
Right. It's very personal. It's very, very one-on-one. And like that's why many people like we're in totally different stages.
Right.
But we're good together. No,
Yeah.
we can't be next to each other.
And then if you add Marcy, she's
Oh
the
my
highest.
The highest of all highest. I
The
tell
highest
you.
of all highest. You find all that out.
Oh yes, on Thursday
So-
night.
Don't forget, Thursday night, we are definitely doing live. Now,
Yes.
how do you know if you've experienced this one? Have you ever had a moment in which you felt a division between yourself and the world?
Oh, absolutely. Now that's why a lot of us feel like we don't quite fit in.
Right.
That's why
Now-
the weirdos of the world unite. 'Cause
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
you
You're
don't
not
know.
weird. You're
You're not
actually talented. You're awakening. You're becoming more aware.
Mhm.
Have you ever shifted from the ego perspective to the universal perspective, which is what we do?
Right, which means we don't think about ourselves. We're thinking about our universal perspective in ways like
Exactly.
we want to help the universe. We're not here to help ourselves per se.
Exactly. That's why the new site for ATU is Awakening the Universe.
That's right.
ATU will stand for Awakening the Universe on the new site that I'm building. for
Awakening
this
the
network.
Universe.
And that's what it's about. It's not just about us. It's about different people, like having links to Marcy, so people can get a hold of her, because she's talented. She is definitely worth it.
Oh my
And
God.
without her, I mean, Michelle could have nagged at me until she was deaf, dumb, and blind, but I really needed that
Extra,
I
second
need-
opinion.
because
kinda.
there was a part of me that wasn't letting go. So I needed to get rid of the black clouds of finally
Oh,
having enough
scary.
faith to do stuff for myself.
I know it's so super scary, but I do think we really honestly did the right thing. And since we have so many doors, so many avenues open for us, literally within days.
Yeah, because it was ding, ding, ding. The
Yes.
time you listened to me.
Right. And we still gotta get that passport.
Do you guys ever see one of those pictures where you see the guys in the corner and they're actually drinking alcohol, or hi Renee, they're actually drinking alcohol, or they're smoking a cigarette, not paying attention? Yeah, well, that was my poor guy for a while. That was my angel. It's like, hello, wake up.
Oh, just like the very first time I channeled Elohim. That was epic.
Yes, it was.
That was so
It-
epic.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
I want
Now-
everyone to experience something like that.
Now, have you ever experienced any moment where you felt deeply aligned with your life's purpose? Yes. after
Every
I,
time we
as
do this.
much as it killed me to do this,
Mm-hmm.
that's when I experienced it. Because, like I said, I do. I love the Riff family. I love everybody in there, and I wish them all the luck and everything in the world, and I'll still always be there to help.
Right.
And it's nothing to do with them. It had to do with our life's journey.
Right.
Our life's
Yes.
purpose. And this is a direction that we needed to go into. And we felt that the only way that we could help people is by having more time to do it.
Exactly. Not having limits, like we kind of felt we were limited. We needed to expand.
But it's nobody
to
else's
re-
fault.
No, it was our own
Yeah.
personal awakenings.
Exactly.
Totally our own personal awakenings, and what we could feel as far as what our boundaries were at that time. We had new boundaries we developed at that time. Both of us developed new boundaries.
Yeah, both of us developed different things that we needed to share with the world.
Right,
And
right.
we literally just wanted more time on the air for
Yeah,
ourselves.
we wanted more time for us to help
But
everyone.
not just us.
Everyone.
We wanted to reach more and more people.
Yes.
Hi, Renee. We still love you.
We do.
Yeah.
We're doing awesome, darling.
So,
We're doing awesome.
and these are things that are actually going on, and that has to do with your life purpose. Now, all these signs of the soul awakening develop virtual qualities such as compassion, tolerance, good and bad,
Right.
which is
right.
something you've went through.
Right.
You have this issue where you just can't tolerate, and that
Yes.
has to do with it just has to do with the part of awakening you were going through, your
Right.
soul's awakening.
Right.
And I understood that. Okay,
So
now
that's where that compassion.
yes,
came in.
qualities such as compassion, tolerance, forgiveness, unconditional love will also accompany your soul's awakening.
That's why you're my unconditional love. You are my BFF forever.
Well, because everything that you're going through now,
You've gone through.
I went through it prior.
Mm.
I went through that and the mourning of my husband prior.
Yes.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
So because I've already been through it, I know what you're going through. And because of what I'm going through right now, Marcia has already been through.
Right. And
So,
that's how we keep helping.
We
us
call
each
it
other, though.
a triangle.
Well, you know.
Is what it is. It's a triangle.
Aiden, Mother, and Crone, and that's epic.
Yes, exactly.
That's what it
Exactly.
is.
Now,
Even though we're really not, I'm not at maiden age. I am really seriously not at maiden age.
oh, I am. I'm proud of it.
Oh.
I'm really close.
Well, your mama.
Actually, I'm a crone.
No, wait. In the whole trinity of this whole thing.
I am a crone.
You're a crone.
I've been a crone for a while.
Oh, I know. But in the lineup of the Marcy thing, is Marcy the crone?
Well, when we're getting into, we'll have to get into different things right now. Let's talk about awakening. I love what you know what it is. She knows I'm on my second cup of coffee, so she can confuse me easy.
Well, because I'm leading into the next one.
Okay.
Okay.
So
because this is the term that's really speaking to me on the next one.
okay.
Okay.
Tell them what it is.
Ego death.
But what is that? What is number 5?
It's number 5 is total awakening, the enlightenment.
Right.
Okay. And that's why it's called a total ego death.
Yes.
Because it's a very rare experience. It's where your own self dissolves and all that remains within you is your sense of the unity with all, which is your sense of where your part is in the universe.
Exactly.
And where you belong and your unity with all of it, nature,
Mhm.
you name it. The unity with the universe and all of its different, many parts. And that's, different religions call it different things, but
let's see. There's oneness.
Mhm.
What's this one? Sorry, I really need to enlarge this.
oh my God, it's funny because that's actually a Portuguese term. It's called musha, which means fly in Portuguese. That's
Mhm.
interesting. Non-dual awareness, Buddhahood, illumination, and so forth. So we kind of find an outlet at that point for our awakening, where to kind of spread our love. kind of thing.
Exactly.
You know?
Such an intense state can be arrival spontaneously through years of spiritual study and discipline.
Yeah, so
But
it can happen like whether you're spontaneously it just happens, or you've been studying for this point in this moment in your life.
exactly. But in both instances, total awakening is a gift of grace.
Right, and that's what you have to remember, because again, it's the whole tie into the universe.
Right.
Enlightenment is a gift of grace. Everybody wonders why is this a gift or is it a curse? It's a gift. You
Exactly.
just have to learn how to use it.
because it's not something that you can actually achieve in the normal sense of the word.
No, not at all.
When enlightenment occurs, there is an experience of being both nothing and everything all at once. Been through this.
Right? That amazing.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Now, it is a state of transcends thought and the mind self. It's like a mystical awakening. The ego is finally seen, understood, and overcome.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All that remains is pure awareness, presence, love, and truth.
And you feel it. I mean, it's so within yourself that you just, all the major problems just disappear.
Yep.
And you really do gain a really, really, amazing perspective about your life. Like, what I've just gone through. I've lost my aunt. My uncle is passing. My 95-year-old grandmother's slapping the crap out of nurses in the hospital right now. She's in the hospital.
Slapping the poop.
Oh, she is slapping the poop out of him, for sure. She's not a happy camper being there. But, we have everyone's life goes through all these things. But this is where I'm good. I'm good. I feel good with myself right now. I'm good with the grief that I've dealt with. I'm good with the grief that I will be dealing with shortly. I'm good with, the fact that my grandmother, she's a tough cookie. Even at 95, this is not going to knock her down. She will be home kicking butt very, very shortly. I know that for a fact. That's where I get my strength from. That's the strength. And you learn and you start seeing that a lot of the extra little things that used to bother you just kind of fade away.
Right.
It's inconsequential. It doesn't mean as much as it used to mean to you personally.
No.
It's like poof. Like all you really now have to worry about is the care and the love you have for the people in your life and the people that you want to put that compassion and love out to.
Right.
That's all. That's it, guys. And guess what? Mystery of life solved. Boom. Check off.
Sometimes it's when you're used to working in a particular area, and sometimes you'll just leave or head into a different direction, is what it is.
Right.
I'm having issues trying to close this one to pull up the other one. I don't know. Right now, I'm trying to go over to the board.
Yeah.
She's also learning the board.
I got the board in front of me. And no, we don't have any call, but please give us a call. Let us know what you guys are thinking about these 5 steps.
Wait till we get into the symptoms.
Because where are you guys at in this? We want to know. We want to know what stages what have you gone through? What stages have you already accomplished? Are you working towards another
Now,
stage?
these are the 5 different types.
Right. What type are these people in? I want to know.
Well, we'll find out.
Inquiring minds want to know. So you got to call us at 563-999-3002, which is our new number. So make sure you guys all write that down.
Oh, no, I'm out of my second cup of coffee.
Uh-oh, everybody. Hold on.
Hold on, yeah.
A rocky road, But it's great, and we're so excited about what we're doing. And this is why, right now, our first episode is this. We're preparing you all for the upcoming awakening.
Yeah, and that's what we decided would be a really good idea. If we could give you an understanding or a perspective of what it is that we're trying to do with each individual guest.
Yes.
And that's what it is. Right now, it's about Marcy Coaching. Thursday night. Don't forget, we will be on Facebook Live. We will be streaming all different places.
Everywhere. Watch us on YouTube. Put us on your TV on Xfinity.
Yeah, definitely. Subscribe to YouTube.
Guess what? We actually look good on the big screen. I even though I was kind of looking like,
Micro nature. All right, so right now, we're going to try to pull up the other one, but we're going to continue to talk a little bit. Now, what type of awakening have you guys been going through out there? That's something we want to know.
Yeah,
if you had a chance to listen to us live, send us a message, definitely under the link we've just put out. And
we can definitely elaborate more on which one you're in. You know what I mean? Definitely. There's a lot more to be said. We're trying to cram everything in 2 hours, but there is more to come. And the reason being is this is a prefix to Marcy coming. That was a weird noise in here, wasn't that?
I could have sworn that was that my kid or my husband?
There's nobody in here.
Yeah, well, just the room that we're in. What is this?
Her computer. Oh, that's definitely Joe. Your husband's in here creating.
You know, you wanted me to do this. You gotta let me open the things I need to open. I'm telling you. Now you know why I print.
Yes,
I print the shows after I write them up. I print them out because my husband likes to play. Oh no, you can't do that yet.
Because I bet Joe really does wish he could add his 2 cents to all this.
Joey.
Because he's on the other side.
Right.
And he's already ascended. He's up there. He knows. And he's. Thank you, Joe, for backing me up, Joey. Thank you for backing me up and pushing her over the cliff and getting her to jump off that cliff with me. So we can do this and we can help more and more and more people. And that's our goal. So share.
Now we get about 7 minutes to the top of the hour. So what's
Already?
happening in both chat rooms?
Everyone is not saying a word. Everyone is kind of just very, like, listening to us. And I
As we're-
bet you they're wondering right now, like, I put all the steps out there. And I'm curious. I really want to know, like, Cody, what stage are you in at this point? You know, what have you gone through? Because whether you have empathic abilities or some sort of abilities, these are not just limited to people that just have abilities. This is for everyone.
No, because see, a spiritual awakening or the different types of awakening that we've just announced is more to do with your soul's journey, your life path, where it is that you're supposed to be, and not everybody is going to be on the same level at the same time.
Oh no, definitely not. You know, and it's nice because again, like this is a circle here where we can help each other get through, you know, each one. And because some people do feel way more significantly than others. Some people really feel it so drastically it puts them in bed.
Man, if you guys could see my computer, I swear to God, even my Microsoft Word documents need coffee right now.
We all need coffee right now, right?
So yeah, ink. Priority list is
Yes,
ink.
coffee.
Getting ink on Friday, so we don't have to wait for the delay.
Right. And we do have some fantastic sponsors that have come on board. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bo. Thank you.
Wow.
Fruit. I love fruit. That's your
Well-
right there. I love fruit. I
Well-
love fruit. Fresh mango.
Okay, I'll explain.
Okay, I love mangoes.
Okay, I'll explain. See, my son Bo works for Deacon's.
Yes.
He's going through a fresh fruit season, which means that he's switching from his night shift to his day shift.
See, up here in our area, for the people that
Right.
don't know, we're in like cranberry country.
Cranberry box.
So like where Ocean Spray cranberries come from, Deacon's cranberry product, all that stuff comes from up here where we
Right.
are.
So my son needs to make sure that he can get back and forth to work all the time.
Yes.
Which he knows that trying to get Joe to school and the shows and everything else that I do, it becomes hard.
priorities,
It
yeah.
becomes frustrating.
Yes.
So he says to me, okay, I'll give you $100 a month during fresh fruit season to sponsor your shows so you can get what you need if you make sure I get back and forth.
Are we bribed?
Deal.
That sounds like a really fair bribe. I like that bribe. That's a great one.
And the funny part of all this is, Bo says, don't you dare mention me on air.
well, sorry,
And-
Bo. You didn't
sorry.
say that to me.
No, but his wife
Uh-huh.
said, no, mention him.
Oh, see, I love Maria. Maria's got that poor.
I want to hear this.
You know, we can't even thank him enough for all that. I mean, we're always so appreciative of every type of, you know, sponsorship. Well, even if it's a one-time donation, I mean, we make it work. We make it, you know, available to use to help people. I mean, we're not putting this in our like pockets and going like partying in a club. No, this goes. Everything goes right back into.
See, one of the things I really want to do is I want to take the equipment that I use a lot
Yes.
and see if Cody can build something awesome. So that's what the money would be for.
Upgrade it with all kind of cool thingamajiggers. Because I don't know what those whoozy what's the things these are called, but the thing.
Don't worry about it. I'll show you how to work it.
And the wheelie things and you tighten and lefty loosies and righty tighties and.
So
Oh my God.
we're going to wait. We're actually going to wait for this next one to actually pull up. So we've got about 3 minutes before the top of the hour. So we're actually going to take a short break as my computer decides to pull up the next one. But that's 21. So we're going to have to talk fast.
Oh my God. Really?
Yes.
We have to talk fast? I can talk fast.
Yeah, you can talk
I can
fast.
talk fast.
Okay. So right now we're going to take a short break. And again, our sponsor, I guess, voiceover by Cody Ray.
Yes.
Awesome.
Which is always epic. Cody, you are so amazing. Shout out to Cody.
Oh, and it's not responding, so it'll give me a time to do this as Michelle runs heats up coffee for the lady here.
Oh, I want to go do that right
And
now.
I'm work with the tech stuff, so we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back, but stay tuned.
Stop getting in line for your call-ins. We really want to know where are you all at, so we can help you further. So give us a call at 563-999-3002, which is the new ATU network number. Give us a call.
Ooh, wait till you see what the symptoms are.
Yeah, the symptoms are next. That's why I'm going to load her up on coffee.
All right, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back with more of Awakening the Unknown after a quick message from our sponsor. This episode has been brought to you by Crystal Expectations. Crystal Expectations is located at 854 Brock Ave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. They're also located on the web at crystalexpectations.org. Crystal Expectations has been in the business for 30 years. The owner, TJ Gomes, is an expert on crystals, feng shui, and a practitioner for 40 years. Their reader, Dr. Gary Gomes, is a well-known Vedic astrologer and Swami. Both are Reiki masters, and all kinds of predictive services are offered, such as love, career, and health. And low-cost remedies are provided. They have jewelry and statues of deities from all religions, incense, candles, books, and other items reasonably priced. So visit Crystal Expectations, located at 854 Brock Ave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, or on the web at crystalexpectations.org.
We are back from our break. Good news. She ran and got me coffee.
Of course I did. I don't want to die.
Yeah, speaking of the mic.
I don't want to die.
Jack, I still have to
I don't wanna
teach you this
die.
to get right clear here.
I don't want to die. You just want to know. I want to go. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
All right, so we're back. So what we're actually going to go into now is the 21 symptoms.
Symptoms.
Right.
Yes.
Now, there are 5 different types of spiritual awakening, but there are actually 21 symptoms.
Oh my goodness.
Now, some of these might be a bit not so,
Fun.
yeah, definitely not so fun, but these are things that you need to be aware of. Now that you know that you might possibly be going through a particular type of awakening or ascension, now you need to know what to expect.
Yes.
So, no, you're not crazy. No, you're not sick.
And
so,
yes, it will affect you physically, make you think you're good.
yeah,
sick.
so we're going to get into all of this.
Yes.
So, we got 1 hour to give you 21 symptoms and to
Oh my
answer
goodness.
any questions you actually have. So, we'll get this.
We will. We'll get it all in here. So don't forget, give us a call at 563-999-3002 and talk to us about your spiritual awakening.
You have to learn to talk in the mic.
I was talking to the mic.
Yeah, but you went, and the last bit of the numbers went, oh, blah, 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 blah. All right.
Let us know which symptoms you're experiencing of a spiritual awakening.
Right.
And you're not crazy.
Mm-mm.
You're not. Let's elaborate on this again. Say it again. You're not crazy. Did I hear that remark from
Now,
people 20
please,
times?
please
a day?
try to remember, those that were in this in the first half of the show, please
Yeah.
try to remember that I did think I was crazy.
Because people do
And
think
I
they
am
are crazy.
literally going to pull out that paper from the psychiatrist,
Mhm.
and I am going to post it to our page to prove to you that I was diagnosed with clairvoyancy.
Yeah, I agree. And I think you should do that because I mean, how many people actually have something like that? You know?
Unbelievable. It was like, okay, so I'm not nuts. Well, I did walk in the room and I started reading, or I couldn't help it because there was something somebody needed to know, and that's what happens to me,
Uh-huh.
and I had to tell her. There was something going on in her personal life, so it's like, okay, I got to tell you this, this, and this.
So you scared the bejesus
She
out
was
of
like,
her.
okay, yep, you're not nuts. All right.
Yay! I'm not nuts. I'm waiting for my diagnosis in my new language to come out called Michelinese. there will be a new language
What
lesson.
just happened? I had it up, I was ready to read it, and all of a sudden it decided I don't understand this. Yeah, we're dealing with pop wedgies here.
But
So,
we are actually having like over 100-degree temperatures outside right now, which is really nuts.
yeah, I don't understand why it just left. Now
Our
it's not
environmental stuff
responding.
is probably definitely not helping.
Well, plus the fact that, according to our Vedic astrologer, which will be on.
Yes, Dr.
So-
Gary's coming back,
Ah.
everyone.
All right, so while we still have this going, we'll announce all that at the end of the show.
All right.
I'm going to print these from now on.
I think it's a great idea.
I'm just going to get a ton of black ink. Okay. Now, the first one of the 21 symptoms of spiritual awakening is the feeling that something has changed inside you.
Wow, yeah.
Okay? Now, how many of you out there have experienced that? Like, you've changed within yourself, within your soul, within who you are?
Yeah, you almost kind of walk around feeling like nobody really knows me anymore.
Exactly.
I don't even
All
know if I
right, you
know
can't
myself
explain
anymore.
it, but you feel different. You even have a sense that you have become a new person,
Mhm.
which
Very
has
so.
nothing to do with the one you were before. You may have already been a different person, but you just became aware of it right now.
Right.
Each time you have the feeling that you're getting closer to the truth.
To your truth,
That's right,
truth.
your own truth. This all
Yes.
has to do with the individual.
Mhm.
A feeling fills you with deep happiness as you get closer and closer to who you want to be. Or should I say who you really are?
Say that
Try
again.
to remember that.
Say that again.
Who you really are.
And you may not even know who you really are.
Exactly.
But this helps you to discover who you really are.
Exactly.
You know, you really might like that new person.
At the same time, it scares you.
Yes.
As you have escaped from your comfort zone. And that's the thing. That'll cause, this particular one will actually cause you to attack others because you're out of your comfort zone.
Oh, totally. You feel like an animal backed up into a corner and you don't know why.
Exactly.
Mhm.
You feel like you have to escape the cage with socially. And sometimes you even think it's easier. It's like in the know. You know.
Yeah, it was easier in the known part. You
Right.
kind of kept it to yourself. But then now you can't help it because you can't escape it.
Well, now you've actually escaped the illusion
Mhm.
that you have dropped the mask.
Yeah.
That everything that used to bind you before is now going in favor of you. It feels like you can see everything actually much clearer.
Mhm.
So as you're actually starting to go through this, it's like things that you used to tolerate before you can't tolerate. And this is
Yeah.
a symptom as you're going through it.
Mhm.
So this actually causes like a personality shift. Some people won't understand, oh my God, what happened?
Right.
But it's actually not your fault. It's actually a part of your awakening.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And it's funny because I've had to remind people and say, look, I'm not the person I used to be. So you can't, like, people automatically want to think you're that person that you
well,
are.
people, the saying I think it goes, and I think I got this from my grandmother. I don't know where it came from, but I'm not the person I once was, but I'm still not who it is that I want to be.
Not, yes.
My grandmother
That's
used to
great.
say that all the time. It was her way of letting me know that everywhere we go in life, you know, you just go through your own awakening. My grandmother used to say this, which is
Mhm.
where I got all the Celtic stuff from.
Oh, absolutely.
So number 2 is awareness of old negative habits.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, yes.
Okay.
Who was the bad boyfriend? What was the bad cycles? What kind of things did you put yourself
Habits.
through? Yes.
You become more aware of everything that has not been right in your old life.
Mm-hmm.
In the old you realize all the things that you used to do and you don't want to do them anymore,
No.
and all the thinking patterns that you don't wish to keep. You are ready for a big change,
Mhm.
and you will never want to go back. Being so happy about what you have discovered, you feel the feelings of deep fulfillment and happiness
Yes.
from getting closer to the truth, deep joy, and the feeling new moments and a feeling of new hope.
Yes. You kind of get like this just a wonderful new, like you just put on a brand new pair of glasses and you can see everything so clearly.
No, those people that actually knew me in high school would not recognize me today.
I ran into somebody I went to high school the other day at the grocery store,
Yeah.
and I bugged her out because I remembered her name. Of course, I remembered her name and everything, and she helped me with something I was looking for at the store. And then as I left, I said, "Okay, well, nice to see you again. Goodbye." And so, right?
Right.
And she looked at me and looked at me and looked at me. She goes, "How do you know who I am?" I says, "Darling," I says, "we had like gym together for like 4 years. Remember back in like the 90s? I won't say which 90s, but the 90s." And remember,
I don't think she means 1890s.
no, that was another one. But it was like they don't. People just don't, because you do change so much. So much evolution happens if you let it happen.
Okay, now number 3 is personal to Michelle right now.
Oh, goodness.
So I am going to give you a little bit of insight to
Okay.
Michelle Anise.
All right, speak the Michelanese.
Okay.
Make it the translations.
All right. Number 3, do not feel good with your old encouragement anymore. And to feel the need to be alone or with new people more aligned with who you have become.
Yes.
Okay. And that it's like, all right, it's evolving spiritually. Can be a painful process. It's not everyone around you will evolve at the same speed. Very often, we will grow ourselves through a certain event and certain encounters. but it is not necessarily the case for our family and friends that stay the same. We start little by little to feel weird, to think all those things we think, and even guilty for not wanting to spend as much time with them as we did before. We certainly wish we could, but the gap.
Yeah, you feel that. You really do. You do want to separate from people who are not in your same realm of thought, pretty much. It feels uncomfortable being around people doing
Because
negative
you
things.
are feeling, this is what you are feeling.
Mhm.
You are feeling the difference between them and us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And the difference between them and us has actually become too large. Okay. So that's actually,
Wow.
yep, that's actually what's causing it. Our vibration, and this is what Marcy talks about a lot.
The vibration.
Right. Your vibration becomes higher. And as a result, when you see them, you are feeling a discomfort. And you feel a need to recharge, to recharge your batteries is what I say. After seeing them, we feel drained. Therefore, we prefer
Solitude.
solitude. And this is what she's going through right now.
It's better than being drained by negative people. I absolutely agree.
Right, and sometimes it's not the people themselves that are negative. It has more to do with the fact that those that are awakening are actually on a different level than those that aren't.
Very
so
much.
it almost becomes like a tolerance thing. All right, say you have two toddlers, one that's known how to write, and the other one that doesn't.
Right.
Okay. After a while, the toddler that already has mastered the writing just won't associate well with the one that hasn't learned it yet.
Right.
And that's just a part of a symptom. Now, these symptoms do pass.
They do.
They do pass after a while, after you're more comfortable with who you are. But it's something that you are actually going to go through. And again, it's not anybody's fault. Yep. See, then we prefer more solitude, being drained by negative people. We look for new people that are more in line with who we really are and who we want to be, and new energies. Naturally, we
Connect.
yes,
Yeah.
we're connected to these people who make us feel good and energetic. We connect with them directly, even visual, and often the same wavelength. We often feel better with them in our own than our own old family and friends. We have known for like 10 years or a year or whatever it is. And that's because the time of
It's the connection. From soul to soul connections happening.
Exactly.
Oh, our souls are recognizing one another.
Exactly. You see each other and you're on the same vibration. And the heart and soul connection, which is less likely to be ruled by ego. In other words, it doesn't, what you're going through has nothing to do with your ego. It has more to do with your tolerance of other individuals who have decided to grow and expand.
Right. And that can be difficult at times, really. It really honestly can. Ooh, Ashley tried calling.
Oh, I haven't looked. I've been
Well,
reading.
Ashley, try giving us another call back. We'd love to talk to you.
So we're gonna. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't go with the board. And again, the number is 563-999-3002. I will go back and forth and I'll check the board. So give me a minute after I get through this next one. All right. Number 4 is not to stand superficially and everything that is not authentic.
Oh, God, I felt this.
Yes.
Because I could feel people doing things or saying things because other people wanted them to say or do things, and it wasn't real. It was fake. I could not.
You couldn't
tolerate
pinpoint
the fake.
exactly, and that's why withdrawing sometimes, but still continuing on what your path is supposed to be is something that's going to help you.
Okay.
Okay,
Definitely.
that's definitely what you're going through right now. Now, lots of places and people that you used to go and see and people before interact with you anymore, not even making you feel depressed. You have become allergic to anything superficial and not real, and that's the problem. Not authentic people, places, activities, TV shows. If you're watching TV, you are on a quest of authenticity, simplicity, like real things. That's what this is all about. They would make things that actually make your heart sing. It is an easy way to put it. If your heart is actually singing, that's when you're becoming more difficult, more connected to what actually is going on. Signs of health, well-being, adjustment. It's like a sticker shock. You're with things.
Yeah.
Now, always remember this. Now, always follow your heart. If your mind and your ego can dupe you and make you sick in your heart, you will never.
Your heart can never lie to you.
Right.
Never.
Right. The more that you grow spiritual vibrations, the more that you will be.
Go ahead.
Okay, the more that you will be attracted to the authenticity, and less will you be attracted to the illusion.
Exactly.
Okay, and
That's eating me up.
right, and and again, what you are going through is just a part of your ascension. The only difference is that I understand it.
Yes, because you've been through it.
Exactly.
Thank goodness.
Yes, and again, that's only number 4.
Now,
Okay.
it's saying that she can listen, but it does not allow her to get through.
That's weird.
interesting.
Well, we'll have to figure that out because we do have a call-in number.
Yep.
So
563-999-3000.
yeah, we'll have to test this theory.
Yeah.
We'll test the theory one more time, but just
Yeah.
before the show closes. But we literally have 39. But if you want to just put your comment right there on Facebook, we can ask a question for you as we figure it out. Again, it's a new board. It's our board, so we're trying to figure out what's going on. But the guest call-in is supposed to be 563-999-3002. So,
Yes. Try again if you can. We're watching the board. See if we can catch your call as it comes through again.
yeah.
And right now we're just about to talk to number 5, the 21.
We haven't even gotten through all the 21 symptoms. We only have about a half hour left of the show. So, number 5 is a deep sadness. It's compassion about suffering in the world.
Yes, I find myself watching the news more
Right.
than when I've ever watched it
I
before.
went through all that. A spiritual
Oh.
awakening is not always the best feeling in the world. It can often be accompanied with a strong feeling of despair and sadness when becoming more and more aware of the sufferings of the world. Even depression for some people. You will feel depressed.
Yep. My phone.
Okay, so and this is things that you have to go through it. It's not that you actually have a problem or you're depressed. Here's actually an example. When discovering the horror of animal cruelty in the food industry at a slaughterhouse, and when they decide to really investigate it for weeks now and months, I went through a depression for weeks, not wanting to see anybody that has anything to do with this, just cried in tears. It's like a form of withdrawing.
Yeah, but you cleanse. It's like a cleansing.
Exactly. There's also physical cleansings. We haven't even gotten to
I
that.
just gotta. Ashley's question is this: she needs help deciding whether to move or not. So I'm wondering if is there a way that you're connecting anything with Ashley about whether her decision should be to move or not?
I suggest that she call in on Thursday with Marcy.
Yes.
Because
And get a reading.
Because if you have a question within yourself, if she can clear out whatever the block is, she can help you make the decision that's actually best for you.
Yes, absolutely.
So, but we will have a show that's also directly just us doing readings for you guys, because I know you guys love that. So
That's going to be coming up.
right, we'll pick another day and we'll actually do something like that as well. All right, now, do you have a feeling, number 6, do you have a feeling that you need to make the world a better place?
Yes. That's something that, I mean, it becomes like the Miss America effect, I call it.
Yes.
World peace,
See,
everyone.
what it is taking care of your own is not enough anymore. This is one of the symptoms.
Mhm.
You also want to help others and have a positive impact in the world, which is another reason why both of us have decided to do what we're doing right now. Okay?
Exactly. It's our passion. It's become our total encompassing passion.
Anxiety and sadness is actually one of the symptoms of, if that's what she's saying, one of
She's
the
having
symptoms.
a lot of anxiety. Yes.
Yep. Okay, Marcy can actually help pull that all out. Marcy helped a lot. Now, you also want to help others have a more positive impact in the world. You don't understand the people that do nothing, that don't help themselves, so to speak. Okay? You don't understand how it is possible to hurt someone or an animal. You don't feel more and more compassion in other words, you're going to feel more compassion, more empathy towards other people. And sometimes this is actually going to become quite overwhelming to you. So that is something that you want to look forward to. Your life only has meaning when you do something for others, which is what we're going through right now. If you have an impact on only one person or one animal, it actually makes you incredibly happy.
It's the simple things, honestly, that you start to really, like, you start becoming more present
Right.
and enjoying those little simple things like that.
Exactly.
And that's why all of a sudden these horrors sound like these really, really massive outrages.
Hey, and then
because they are.
sometimes something little can actually blow up to something large. And then again, it has to do with ascension.
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
So we're actually only on number 7. We've got about 35 minutes
Oh,
left.
I'm
to
so
the show.
sorry to hear that. Ashley lost a child about 10 years ago, and she says since then she has been feeling more empathetic,
Right.
but she's also had more anxiety, which that totally makes sense.
She
Ashley-
needs Marcy. Marcy
Yes.
can actually help pull off that dark cloud.
Yes.
So give us a call in on Thursday night. We'll fix the call in, even if we have to run a test show.
Yes, we will.
We can run a test show, and we'll pick somebody from the audience to actually call in. Who's that, Anon?
That's hi Anna. That's the lady who helps me with my Bible.
Oh, hi, Anna.
Studied lady.
All right, number 7 is a deep yearning or meaning for life.
Yes.
Okay.
And you find that, like, you wake up in the morning, you find yourself almost kind of, I found myself looking out the window and, like, watching grass grow and, oh, the neighbor's flowers are finally blooming and those are, like, little inconsequential things that you don't know, you've never even paid attention to before.
Mhm.
You know, smells, like,
We'll wait till we get to number 8.
ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's get through number 7. A lot of things that you used to do before are no longer interest you anymore. Old places, old friends that you used to go see and you don't have the same taste. You need meaning in your life now. Otherwise, you get bored. And that affects you psychologically. You can even get depressed. Like I explained in the previous points, you simply cannot find any interest anymore in doing the things that you used to do.
Mhm.
So those of you that actually understand this, to understand what it is you're going through, it's a deep
Right.
yearning. What you're trying to do is find your meaning in life.
Right, what's your path? What is it that totally, like you said earlier, makes your heart sing? Like, what does that feeling that you feel inside of you that you're
Now,
just so good?
Now let me ask you a personal question.
Oh, go for
When
it.
you're on the radio,
Mhm.
don't you find your heart sing?
Absolutely, my heart's singing right now. I feel like we're connecting with someone who needs to hear this
Exactly.
stuff right
It's not
now.
about the masses. It's
Mm.
about if we could just help one person.
one person out there that needs
One
to hear
person
this.
every show is all we want, and
Okay.
that's who we are.
Mhm.
Okay.
One person at a time.
Aha!
Big
Number
accomplishment.
8 is going to explain a lot to everybody that's listening.
Oh my God.
You ready, Michelle?
I'm ready.
Okay. Hypersensitivity.
Hypersensitivity. Aha.
Aha! Let me explain that one.
That's a biggie.
Yes, that's a biggie. Okay, in addition to your 5 physical senses, sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell, that becomes more and more developed. Your spiritual senses also have increased. That's intuition, emotion, imagination, consciousness, inspiration, a high speed. Your intuition guides you more and more as you learn to listen to them. You understand that you are more than your emotions and compress. Your soul uses to guide you to indicate the direction. Negative emotions, wrong direction, wrong way of thinking, positive emotions, good direction, good way of thinking. This is more known, and again, hypersensitivity. Now, let me elaborate on that.
Yeah, that's a biggie because I do feel like that's a big one.
So, in other words, remember how I said sometimes you take something small and it blows up?
Yes.
This is why. Because part of one of your symptoms of you ascending right now is hypersensitivity. So, but see, I know that. That's why I speak Michelinese.
You do speak Michelinese.
Because I totally understand what it is that you're going through. It's not that you're reacting wrongly. It's just you need to stay in all the positiveness of everything that's happening.
And that's all I want to surround myself with.
Right. So anything negative, whether it's, oh my God, I hate that dress, you'll blow up.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you will totally explode, but that's not your fault right now.
I'll make you eat that dress.
So now that what you understand is what you're going through right now, one of your symptoms is hypersensitivity.
Yeah. To just everything. So you're right. To
Exactly.
emotions.
Everything. So with you want to take the hypersensitivity, add a Portuguese European to that. Tell me what the outcome will be out there, people.
Not good. Not good. I tell you, the arms stop waving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kicked somebody in the nuts.
Texting in capital letters.
Yes.
So,
texting things you don't even realize you're texting because you're butt texting.
Oh my God. Yeah. So these are all the things that are actually going to happen. We still have. Oh my God, we're only on number 9.
Oh my goodness, are we like seriously running out of time?
Yeah, we've got 29 minutes left, so we're gonna get through. The rest of these right now.
Ashley, you are so right. We're gonna make sure that on Thursday you do get your chance to talk.
Yep. Just before we end the show, we're gonna do a test call to make sure Michelle can actually get in from her phone.
Yeah, that's.
So we have 2 phones right here. So we'll make sure that everybody can get in. If not, I'll work on the board to figure that out. Now, number 9. Your creativity and increased inspiration. Need to realize your dreams.
Yes.
Okay, so what do I do a lot?
Oh my goodness. We never stop talking about ideas for this, ideas for that. We want to do this, we want to do that. It's our brains are everywhere.
So I had an inspiration.
Okay.
A creative outlet that I needed to do something for people to understand Ascension before Marcy's show.
Yes. That's why we're doing it.
Wrote it out, did the show, and said, Michelle, we're doing a show in 2 days.
Boom! And here we are. Ask and you shall receive. And again, if you build it, they will come. And it's true. And it's true. We appreciate everyone who's coming along and following on our network, AT Network. There's so much more to come. If this show's up there that you guys want us to talk about too, write it.
Yeah, this is something you want to learn. I mean, literally, we can do a show on chakra balancing. We can do guided meditation, which I used to teach in classes anyway.
I definitely need to learn how to shut this mind.
There's a lot of aspects of things we can do to help our listeners, and that's what it is that we're about.
So there's stuff going on.
What I needed everybody to understand, especially our listeners, to understand why we're heading in this direction.
Yes.
And this actually gives you more insight of how it is that we think. So,
and we think a lot. We never stop thinking.
This is why.
Yeah.
You are bombarded with ideas of all times. You are receiving images, ideas, music, and other creative inspirations that often become overwhelming.
Yes.
It's like a fire is burning in your stomach when you think about doing some things that you want to accomplish, and your emphasis.
Your enthusiasm.
Yeah, your enthusiasm is on fire when you think about creating it. All right? You like to be inspired by people you admire.
Yes.
I admire Marcy.
I admire Marcy too.
Yeah.
I admire a lot of
Marcy
listeners.
is one of the people I admire. She has helped me out for a year, and I am so much a better person for it. I mean, I've had so many people to help me along the way in my journey.
Right.
So
I'm lucky I got you to help me in my journey. Because I get the runs a lot.
we're going to get to that. We're actually going to get to that. Now, okay. You like to be inspired by people you admire.
Mhm.
In your head, it's like a computer.
Oh, yeah.
30 open tabs all at the same time. Life takes another meaning when you create, you feel alive. You feel called and realize that your dreams and your mission on earth, simply because your soul can finally express through your physical body what she came here to do. Now, one of these will actually show up as ADD or ADHD.
Yeah. very much
Unable
so.
to focus on one thing at a time. That's not what it is. What you are experiencing is a creativity increase of inspiration, and what it is you're trying to realize your dreams, and this can happen at many different age levels. Just because we're older doesn't mean we're the only ones that are ascending. The world is ascending
The
right
whole
now.
entire world
So
is.
take this perspective and look at a small child.
Mhm.
Imagine what they're actually going through. I'm hoping we actually get through the rest of these. We
I'm
might have
hoping-
to.
We might have to add a little bit more to Marcy's show, just a little bit at a time. Maybe. We'll figure it out.
All right. Number 10, a willingness to know who you truly are and to finally be yourself.
Be yourself.
And that's the thing I state. I am me. I am who I am. I'm not going to change because I've gotten to the point where I'm comfortable with who I am.
Exactly.
You know, it's like this. Michelle constantly in dresses. Me, I was raised by Vikings, so I'd rather have jeans and boots. So, and I'm cool with that. She goes, "Aren't you dressing up? We got to go do something." I said, "I am dressed. I am clothes."
And I don't question. She did try putting your dress on once.
Yeah.
She did try once.
It lasted about 10 seconds. And it
As
just,
soon as I
it's
turned my
not,
back, she was back to
me,
her
in my
usual
younger
self.
days, yes, I'd wear a lot of dresses, a lot of skirts, a lot of outfits. It's just who I thought people wanted to see.
Yeah.
But now that I'm more comfortable with who I am, it's just, I might as well dress comfortably.
And
So-
me, it's like, even when I went to business school, right away I got out of high school and I was already in business wardrobe day in and day out. Because business school, we went to school dressed for business, went to work.
Yeah, but
So
see,
that's kind of been
Right.
part of my infiltration.
Right.
And I'm comfortable in dresses. I'm actually more
Exactly.
comfortable in dresses than pants.
well, with me, I've always run everybody else's businesses.
Yeah.
Right down to the ground floor of going there and rearranging things. So, to me, being in pants and all these things that we have to be into is actually, yeah, I know. This, like, I'm getting nonstop messages.
Welcome to the stalkers. Welcome to the world of stalkers.
It's okay. So I'm just more comfortable with who I am because literally I will go in and I will rearrange it, dirty, okay, greasy. It doesn't matter. Come on, shower. So, but that's who I am. Now, it's you don't want to be defined by society of others anymore.
No.
You're tired of wearing the mask and you just want to be who it is that you want to be. In order to be what others expect from you, you finally know that it's okay just to be yourself. Now, here's another one. I'm putting purple highlights in my hair. I'm 53 years old.
I love the purple highlights.
I
Who
want
cares?
purple highlights. I don't care. It's
cares?
what I'm doing. Why?
Nothing wrong with
because
that.
it'll please me.
It'll make you feel good within yourself,
Exactly.
make you smile every time you look yourself in the mirror. You go, "You're purple right there." I totally get it, totally dig it. And I don't think there's an age limit for any of that stuff.
I don't care.
Okay? I'm 42. I'm European. I guarantee 20 years from now, my skin is going to be all nasty and wrinkly, and I'll still be wearing a bikini at the beach.
Oh,
That's
no,
just
she
me.
won't. Don't worry. I got a fix for that. It's an old remedy.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm 53. Do I look 53?
No.
Trust me.
Oh, yeah. The longer I can go wearing a bikini, the better.
See, bikini, I'd rather wear shorts. That's me. That's okay. We're okay with each other. So
Yeah.
that is actually number 10, and it just becomes that you can't be who society wants you to be. You just need to be yourself. And
100%.
if somebody tries to make you someone you're not, to you go on the attack.
It's a violation.
You see, and that has to do with a symptom of ascension.
So I felt very strongly feelings of justice. like it wasn't justice.
It
Justice
has
to be done.
nothing to do with the situation that happened. It has nothing to do
Yeah,
with
it
anything.
was with me.
Exactly, because
Mhm.
of you. But see, I knew that. That's why I speak Michelle. So, number 11, increased. Oh God, boy, I hate this. Increased intuition and the desire to reconnect with yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
That's true. You want to start journaling. You want to start doing little things that you've always kind of wished you had a little time to do for yourself. You start doing those little things, and and it helps open you up. Helps you figure out more about what you like, what you don't like. It helps you figure out and reconnect more with yourself.
Ah, but
That's true.
increased intuition is also
Trouble.
what?
Trouble.
Right, like we just talked about, your desires to reconnect with who you really are stronger and stronger. You have to understand who you are, and only when you understand who you are can you actually receive the answers. Even when you're asking for help, you can be inspired by others.
Absolutely. It's putting the question out there.
Only you and your higher self, your higher consciousness, who you really are, can give you answers that you are waiting for. You need to spend more time with yourself.
Oh, 100%. And that's what a lot of people don't do. Everyone's afraid to go have a meal in a restaurant by themselves.
I do
Or
it all
sit-
the time.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Or sit in a park and read a book by yourself on a blanket. Or how about going to a movie by yourself? Like, just hanging out with yourself, just picking out something you like. Nobody else's taste, nobody else in mind, but just yourself. It's epic. Increased in coincidence, number 12?
Number
Oh, my
12.
goodness. Oh, yes.
I'm going to make Michelle read number 12.
Oh my God, that's really, really like, that just gives me goosebumps right there. Increase in coincidences and in synchronicities in your life.
Yep.
You, Charleston, our guest, hopefully we'll have him come back soon. He was so correct when he came on and he explained to us about synchronicities and taught us all about what synchronicity meant and showed us examples about synchronicity in his life. That taught us how to look for it in our own.
Right.
And it is so epically true.
Exactly. Now,
OMG.
here we go.
Oh.
The more that you grow spiritually, the more your energy increases. Hence, short-circuiting coffee pots. That's just me. And and the more you understand how perfectly everything is orchestrated. You meet by chance the right people. You find yourself by coincidence.
Yeah.
Synchronicities. You are at the right place at the right time. You desire something, and this thing's happening. What's happening? Your energy is vibrating at a state higher than what it is that you're normally used to. The more positive your energy vibrates, the more you will attract positive circumstances in your life. Also, the more you are connected with your higher consciousness, the more you will receive messages from your spirit guides through repetitive numbers such as 111, 222, 333. That's the sign that you are on the right track and you are seeing what's going on. So
It's kind of
you're-
like a little
right.
synchronicity deja vu, just to say, whoop, this is where you are, this is where you're supposed to be, things are going good, a little reminder. It's so true, because it's part of being more aware of yourself too, though.
We got 15 minutes and we're only on number 13.
OMG.
Okay, so we're going to try to explain these
So
shortly.
this will explain why I had an entire platter of nachos all to myself the other night at like midnight. Okay? And I loved every single minute of it.
Okay, so, all right, more awareness of attention of the food you eat. Have you noticed that you have more attention towards certain foods that naturally you would have rejected? In other words, you have changed the way that it is that you're eating. Like, say you would never eat a whole bowl of a vegetable soup, and all of a sudden you're craving vegetable soup. That's what's happening. All of a sudden you need salt. So
Yes.
you're eating chips or nachos. These are things that your body is telling you that you need.
And go with it. Go with it.
You need to go with it because it's one of the symptoms of your awakening. Your body's lacking certain things, so it actually does change the way you are. Also,
It does.
Number 14, changing in your sleep patterns. That's
Oh.
pretty self-explanatory.
I mean, I have nights I'm up all night, insomnia,
Yeah.
then I have nights where I'm in bed asleep.
I mean, you
at
could
5 o'clock.
go to bed and wake up tired.
Oh, I wake up tired all the time.
Yep.
You know, it's like, whoa, did I really get any rest? But I mean,
Yeah,
that's
now
just
these
my
are
mind
actually,
drops.
and this is where it's going to come in. You're going to experience panic attacks,
Doesn't no sleep.
sleepless nights.
Mhm.
Even when you're awake, you feel tired.
Mhm.
You're going to have episodes of intense energy, which will make you want to leap out of bed and get into action. So no matter what you do, this is something that it's going to continue to affect you until you get through this.
Right.
Now, number 16 is also one of Michelle's things. But we're going to get into 15 right now. All right, a loss of interest in worrying, actions based on love and not fear.
Yes.
Okay.
I have conquered this.
Okay. Now, me, I just recently conquered this one
Mm-hmm.
because my action of opening my own network with Michelle was based on love for my friend.
Right.
My BFF, I needed to do this for her, so my decision was based on love.
And that's the whole point of mine too. I was fearful.
Yeah.
You were fearful.
Yep.
But I didn't want to show my fear to you because I was trying to be strong for you because you were so totally fearful of it.
Yes.
So if we're both fearful of it,
So, and that's
we
what it
weren't
is.
gonna make
If
the
your
change.
action is actually based on love, pure love, wanting to help,
Mhm.
and I want to continue to help her grow, and I want to continue to grow. So
And we're
to
growing.
me, it just made more sense.
Mhm.
Okay. So you now understand your emotional purpose. You interact with the vibrations that you hold. Negative emotions is an indicator of negative vibrations. You have to understand that you're living in fear. So the moment that you let go of the fear and know that you're doing out of a positive place,
Mhm.
that's when you can actually get through this particular symptom.
And I had to put my foot down on this one and get myself through it and get you over the hump. And we did it. We jumped over the cliff together. So we conquered number 15. We totally did.
Okay, now-
Fear, got that.
Now, number 16. I don't do conflict. I have no interest in doing conflict with anybody
Uh-huh.
because to me it breeds negativity.
I
and
don't like
want
it.
that. Right.
That's a part of me. too
Now
that's
this is
changed quite a
something
bit.
she has got like 2 or 3 different things combining at once that causes her to react. But who know this? I speak Michelleanese. Now, number 16 is loss of interest in all forms of conflict.
Yes. I blocked my mother one time on the phone just so I wouldn't hear her arguing in her negativity.
See,
Just because I could.
there's a reason for this.
Mm-hmm.
The reason for this is your inner peace has become sacred.
Yes, yes, yes. I can't even
Okay.
stress that enough. Yes, yes, yes.
Now, it's all type of conflicts, okay, make you feel terribly uncomfortable as you now feel every energy change in your body. Your
Mhm.
friends' dramas or TV dramas don't interest you anymore.
Mhm.
You want inner peace and deep serenity.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, it's you may even have for this purpose a loss of interest in being right at all.
Mhm.
Right at all costs.
It doesn't
In
matter
order
anymore.
to avoid conflict,
Mhm.
it doesn't matter.
I'd rather have my sanctuary, my peace, my harmony, and like your sacred. Your sacred. You speak.
Right. So if you want to combine number 16, which is the conflict,
Mhm.
with the symptom of the personality changes, you have that. So you've got more.
Oh, oh, of course there's going to be a diagnosis after me, not just a language named after Michelleanese over here. There's going to be a Michelleanese diagnosis here because it's so unbelievably true.
Aha!
Hey, and being European, I'm a good arguer,
Okay,
but
but wait,
I'm not anymore.
there's more.
Oh, more. Uh-oh.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
A loss of interest towards any type of judgment towards others or yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I can't even stand to see another person being judged.
Okay.
I speak
Yes,
up.
but you also want to be away from situations where you feel you're being judged.
Yes.
And that's part of the ascension.
Of course.
It's nothing. It's just part of your growth and who you are.
No, it's not.
Now, as you feel more and more that you are connected, all the more on it doesn't matter, like physical appearance, you have lost your interest in judgment of others, which is where I am. I don't care what I wear. If you don't like it, buy me clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
I really don't.
You know what I mean?
I
Not
have my
to
own
mention,
way.
She may well wear it though if it's a dress though. Just so you know.
Yeah, give it to Michelle.
No, but it's
And that's what it is. A lot of this particular judgment thing is just that you.
You surpass
Yes,
certain
you
thoughts.
want to be lighter with yourself and others, as well as bringing more peace, love, and compassion
Yes,
with others
right.
in your life. So it's just, you will definitely just avoid the situations of what happened. Increase wellness, number 18. Increase wellness of love and give without expectations.
That's
So,
biggie.
that's what we're doing right now. So this one is just pretty short. Your heart soul's journey of feeling fulfilled when you are in service of the world. You don't look for gratification of what you are getting, or what you're getting, or anything back. You just want to give love for free, and that's what it is.
It is.
We literally, I mean, this is we have sponsors that pretty much help us going, but we do this because it's just a part of who we want to share. We want to help.
Yeah. I
It's
love
just
the
who
way
we
that
are.
you said it. Love for free.
Right.
Love for free. Everybody, we should put it on a T-shirt. We really, we should put it on a T-shirt.
Not
Love
the-
for free.
Not in the city we live in.
Oh, they might miss.
Yeah, they would get a messenger that. All right, we literally have about 11 minutes
Oh my
left.
goodness, we gotta hurry.
No.
Oh, 19 definitely. You need. This
Okay.
is a biggie. 19's a good
Yep.
one. That's another one too.
Yep.
Big time.
Number 19 is feeling of being connected to everything and everyone, humans, animals, nature, plant, and the universe.
Oh my, it's so true.
Yes.
That's why I'm watching grass grow.
This connection gets stronger and stronger. You feel that you are one with living beings in nature. You understand the impact of each and everyone in the world. Thoughts, actions, and the rest of the world. And you feel deeply responsible for it. That is us. You know what you use your impact. You're going to do whatever it is that you can to impact the world on a more positive note. You have understood that you are a part of this oneness. Now,
Yes.
our job, yep, thank you, somebody just came in. Sorry, spiritually. They pretty much put the nail on my head. So.
Oh, they said, yep.
Yeah,
that's the one.
okay, well, it's about time, yeah. So, and that's what it is. It's a oneness. There's things that we want to do, and people we want to help, and, it's things that we want to share.
So much to share. We have so much to give, and we've met so many amazing people that have the same thoughts of mine, that have more to give.
Right.
And so that's what we're here. Right? Like you say, we're here to give love for free. Not that kind
Yep.
of love, but love for free.
All right. So number 20 is a strong connection to animals and nature.
Yes.
Which,
That's
literally,
why I have like 20 dogs between my house and my mom's.
Okay.
And you have how many cats you have here?
5 cats. But
Yes.
see, when I go out to the park, I'll go out with my drawing pad and my camera. I'm literally sitting up against a tree because I have to feel that oneness with nature.
I love it. I want
Like
love
when we
for
go
free.
to the beach, take off our shoes, put our feet in the sand. It's that oneness. Now, these are just the psychological symptoms. I haven't even gotten into the physical ones.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Wow. And then I tell you,
9 minutes left to the show.
Oh, just a big quick one though. Don't forget to watch us on Thursday night. We're gonna we're gonna have Marcy Kosich doing tonal.
We'll be
tarot.
on 6 different platforms. We'll get into that in a minute. But 21, feeling of bliss.
Yeah, you do.
All of this makes you feel deeper feeling of bliss. You will feel like a burning in your chest, a love towards life, a gratitude, which, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep saying it. I am very grateful for the Rift Network when it came into my life when it did.
Of course.
It has actually gotten me to where it is that I need to be, and I'll still be there to protect everybody in the Rift family. It's who I am.
It's because we're family. Just because family also
Moves
eventually
away.
gets different married last names, even like we
Yeah,
did.
so-
so it doesn't mean that we're leaving any of our Rift Network family.
Oh, heck no.
No.
Heck no. And that's what it is. And I was also grateful for, my journey and Michelle being with me and meeting Marcy and,
Oh, so
all
many
these
people.
individuals that I have met and these books that we have read and
These-
all this information has just got me wanting more and more.
More and more.
Exactly.
That's why we're bringing you
Exactly.
guys more.
It feels like you couldn't be happier than you are right now.
True.
It's
True.
like it's like knowing what you know. And that's what it is.
It's
You
like
get
it's-
delighted by nothing. Oh my God.
I always say I can amuse myself. That's so true.
My husband used to tell me I'm a cheap date. It doesn't take much to amuse you.
Me too. I get the same thing. I'm like, let's do a horror movie and a beer. I'm good.
Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
You know what I mean? A walk. Let's go check out some. Let's go walk out the cemetery.
You know, and it doesn't really take much. It's
doesn't.
just a part of who you are. But right now, well, we still get some time. We're going to get into some of the physical symptoms.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oy vey.
Yeah.
And that's one of the ones that's one of the things that makes me very happy that I have nurses that come see me every day because, you know, awakenings, ascensions, they affect you so physically that some days, boy, I can't get out of the house.
Yeah.
That's physical
All right.
symptoms.
So what it is that we're talking about is purging.
Yes.
Okay.
Purging.
Now, as you're going through the ascensions, you're actually lighting up. You're doing what is known as purging. And again, I learned this from Artsy.
Mhm.
I am telling you, people, you've got to come on Thursday.
Thursday night this week.
Really listen to her. Close your eyes when she's toning with you.
Mhm. Feel
Let
it. Yourself
the
feel
tones
it.
come in. Trust me. She knows what she's doing.
Mhm.
I am a different person than I was a year ago. And that has a lot to do with the people around me. Michelle, it has a lot to do with where the direction I was. It has a lot to do with Marcy. All because of this.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So,
be
purging.
Thursday.
this is not for the faint of heart.
No, but it's a true fact.
Okay.
And it needs to be said.
All right. Now, when you are purging of negativity,
Mhm.
which is going to help you to get through some of your ascension
Right.
symptoms.
Oh.
Okay. You actually are going to go through physical symptoms. You'll get a stomachache.
Yes, got
Okay.
that.
You will feel drained.
Got that.
Okay. You also, please, understand this is just a symptom. You're going to have diarrhea.
I got that.
Okay.
My brain's out.
You're actually going to be eating things that you normally wouldn't eat.
Yep.
You could, if it doesn't come out in the back end, it could come out as far as
nausea.
like few symptoms, nausea.
I
Yep.
threw up. I did throw up a
Yeah.
few times.
You could like feel lightheaded and dizzy, and these are all the ways that your body is actually. You could just all of a sudden sit down somewhere and burst out in tears for no reason. But believe it or not, it's not depression. You're purging.
You're just getting. Your body needs to release all that negativity that's
So
stored in
your body
out.
will release it the way that it's best for you, and that's basically what happens. It's your purging. You
It's so
have to
true.
continue to purge until you get rid of the negative energy. All right, so I'm going to give you.
So how
all-
many days of pooping do I got to expect?
That's up to you.
Oh boy.
You have to let go all the negative energy.
Oh.
So,
boy, I've been dealing with a lot of negative energy
I'm
that-
going to take a short. What I'm going to do is we got about 4 minutes left, so I'm going to have Michelle call in so we can test the board
Good idea.
on her phone. And as we do that, I want to let you guys know the different platforms you can actually find us on. You can find us on Awakening the Unknown on YouTube. You can also find us on Awakening Spirit Productions on YouTube. You can find us on Twitch.
Xfinity.
Twitch, which is either under ATU Network or Awakening the Unknown. Periscope under Awakening the Unknown, and on Facebook on Awakening the Unknown. And here she is. Let's test this. Hello, you're live on Awakening the Unknown.
Hi, I need help on my mental state. I've been putting my brain out for like...
That's it. Okay, we tested the board. I muted her mic. God, I love that.
But it worked.
Okay, so it does work. So what happens is I've got to print out everything, and I'm going to keep better track of what's going on with the board. All right. Also, we are not on YouTube as of yet, but we are on radiopublic.com. We are on PCA station. You can also find us on Breaker Audio. You can.
I think you had another call.
All right, you can find us on the ATU on Spotify. You can also find us on Google Podcasts. Soon we'll be on iTunes. Why are you calling back in?
Do we have to answer the phone to find out?
Oh my! No! I will mute you. We get to. Here she goes.
Okay, I just want to let everybody know that once you do get back all this making, all this reminding,
You know, you're talking to the mic for that.
but I'm calling you.
I'm calling you to the
Tell
show.
me.
I'm calling you to the
I
show.
called the number. 663. 213-999-3002. So call the show. Be here Thursday. Get aware. Get present. Be ready to listen and accept Marcy's tonal card reading.
I muted
I'm gonna
that.
hang up now.
I muted that.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
She hung up on me. But listen, be aware, be present, be ready to accept the tones. When Marcy's on Thursday, everybody be ready. She is amazing. Listen to the tones. Close your eyes. Experience it. Feel it. Don't be afraid to call in. She is so amazing. She's a multi-interdimensional healer.
Yes.
Okay?
She's been doing this for many years.
Many. And she
Many
was
years.
she's one of the top 50 psychics in the country, by the way. Still to this day. You know, so you definitely are not going to want to miss the Thursday show. Absolutely.
90 seconds.
90 seconds. I want you to tune in as much as you can to Awakening the Unknown. I will be posting some links for upcoming shows and ideas and dates on our website, which is wix.com, Awakening the Unknown. Network one is not open yet, but right now we're the only show, and we're going to leave it that way.
At the moment.
Yep.
Because we have a lot of other venues and new surprises coming in other venues.
So stay tuned. You can find us on Facebook too. If you want to email
60
us,
seconds.
email us at atunetwork.com. And again, peace out. We love you people.
Love ya.
Thanks
See you
for tuning
Thursday.
in to Awakening the Unknown with Susan Swanbeck and Michelle Sullivan. Join us next week for another fun-filled 2 hours.
Well, it's our first one. People were not used to us being around at this time.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Alright.
Definitely have people popping in.
Alright. Stop. Okay, we're all set.
No, I gotta go.
You don't have to be to work